Hey travelers. Um, what's up? Here I am today in another video. Actually, this is probably going to be part of a little series of videos on how to cast spell, how to become a magician, or some. Oh, I hope I'm not talking too loud. Dealing with this subpar audio again, because I have no money to go to the city an hour away from where I live to buy a new USB cable. So we're gonna have to deal with that. And this is going to be a pretty important video, okay? Or you know, I feel like this could benefit a lot of people, but a lot of people also have resistance to this practice, which, as I'm probably going to write in the title, is semen retention. And this for esoteric or spiritual practices. A lot of people have a certain resistance when it comes to that, especially, well, people I've encountered, especially men online. Face to face, it's not so bad. There's a connection, but like when I bring this online, a lot of people are like, "Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? You fucking weirdo! You're living in the woo woo sparkle dust land or something." Yeah, you should come by. It's a nice place. Um, so excuse me as I'm rolling this doobie, because yeah, this is my channel. I'm just some dude, right? I'm not fucking. Everybody's a guru if you know how to listen, even your enemy. But I'm not necessarily a teacher. I'm just a student like you who's sharing his studies because I love to study because I got Jupiter and Sag, amongst many things in the ninth house and whatever. Let's not go too much into astrology. This is semen retention for spiritual practices. Now, um, the main idea behind it is that a lot of our willpower is derived from our sexual essence. A lot of our etherical power, a lot of our energy and magnetism comes from our sexuality, right? Um, I mean, in the books or book that I have read, actually, I have just here. Let me show you this book. It's a good book. They say that like we spend about 30%, men spend about 30% of their energy producing sperm and keeping their sexual energy alive. 30%. Now, this is this book. But I mean, you can kind of see it just if you're busting a nut, dude, you might not have as much energy after. Some people might fall asleep. Some people might not be able to go for a second round. So semen retention, as well as like it helps you accumulate and refine your energy. It also enables you to have a really wonderful sexual life, and go as many rounds as you please, and kind of like go up different plateaus of excitement instead of just getting rid of the itch of too much excitation. It's semen retention or having an orgasm without ejaculating, because yes, you're having one when you're succeeding at it, is just changing the path of least resistance from out of your dick to up your spine, up your third eye. Then you fill your head, and then it spills down backwards. It spills back down in your vital organs. It vitalizes them and it brings you a new sense of awareness. I don't have much experience with it. I've only been a student, or I've only practiced this Taoist alchemy or this semen retention for uh, from like February of this year. So it's been like 9 months or 8 months. Let me light this up in honor of sexuality and our power as creators. It's 420. Okay, so yeah, what is it used for? I might actually make other videos talking about the actual exercises, or I might just talk about this right now, but like, it might be like a 20 minutes video or something. Okay, so, for creation to happen in the physical world, you have to mix two opposite forces, right? You have masculine and feminine, for example, dark and white, negative and positive. If you want to have a movement, attraction, or something, you have to use both forces. And men and women both have these energies in them. Um, Usually, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, but I don't identify as this or that. And I don't judge you for that. I don't really like to identify myself too much with too many things because labels, they mean different things to different people. And, I'm just human. And I'm mostly looking for yin energy in my sexual interactions, if that means anything. Um, so we both have these energies, and men usually have their fire in their dick or like in their sexual center. Um, they light up easier there than women do. Women, it takes more time. Some people would make analogy to that and say that a woman is like a boiling water, and having sex is like lighting up the fire so you could boil or water, but you don't want to burn up all your wood at first. You want to be able to keep it burning until the waters reach like a state where it's hot too. Women have their fire center in their heart. So there's this well, I know there's a diagram in there that shows it, but it's not the best. I've seen better. But let's say this is a man and a woman. Um, this is the woman. So it comes from her heart. Shoot, she gives it to him, and then he transmutes it downwards up in his wee wee, and gives it back to her. And there's this cycle that's supposed to happen. It's like raising your kundalinis together or raising your energy together and refining it. And like some people would be like if you're actually able to do the exercises and at the moment of ejaculation you just squeeze the energy out of the cum and you slurp it back in your head. Like if you're able to do that, I don't really know where I was going with that because there's so many things to say. Plus, I'm not an expert. I haven't fully reached the end of it yet, but I know how to I know how to stop ejaculation and bring it to my upper centers, but I've yet to make it circulate as easily without using my body. Like supposedly a master could just use his mind and like move all of his energy really quickly, not just a little bit. But anyways, once you're able to do that, you gain new states of bliss and excitement that you share with your woman. And when you're done, you're relieved because you climaxed and you're like, I was able to express that sexual energy, but you didn't bust it out of your nut. So you're not exhausted even though you're relieved. And since you're not busting a nut out and you're just keeping the energy within yourself, it enables you to share a lot more energy with your partner. Now, esoterically, if you're charging up a spell, if you're giving energy to something, if you simply want to have more willpower, if you have more sexual energy, your intensity is going to rise. Whatever you believe in, I mean, this is simple human logic. Um, like, don't bust a nut for a month and I assure you, your will be really stronger. you know, um, I failed not long ago, but the longer you can go without getting rid of too much excitement through your day, the more you're gonna gain energy, and this is really powerful. At first, you might not really notice it. You might just do it for the nice sex or the nice experience because it lasts as long as you want, and it goes up in intensity. But after a while, you notice, like, holy shit, like, my third eye is fucking lit. Like, what the fuck? And your balls become a magnet. Your yin center is actually in your balls. So you attract the stuff through your balls up your centers. It's one of your root centers, also. So, using that esoterically. I'm sorry if I'm going everywhere. I'm the ganja mystical man, so I hope I'm not talking too loud again, making the fucking camera. I'm getting excited and stuff. So as you practice this, you gain an awareness, and when you're having sex, or like you could practice masturbating, which is unfortunately what I must do a lot of the time. Um, when you're done, you actually have this. It's like you're more aware. You're still on the battlefield, like like things seem more clear. And as you're rising up the plateaus, like what it did for me, like I would see like the whole world in pink. And it would feel like an ecstasy roll, kind of, but like way more pure and way more like, holy shit, like I can actually hallucinate that much without psychedelic drugs and like without meditating, like, it's such a powerful surge of energy. So once you learn how to do that, you learn how to cast your spells. You learn how to store your energy in different places of your body at first, but then in crystals. And I really like this crystal. And this one. They're good sacral chakra crystals. This one is an orange calcite, and this one is a carnelian, I think. I know it's that, I just don't know if it's the right pronunciation. Okay, so, and these are good stones. They balance you. I don't use them all that often, though, although I've stored a lot of energy in that one. But yeah, you're able to focus your consciousness on something or on a certain, get if you're able to condense enough energy, a consciousness will come out of it. And then, since you're the creator of it, since you were able to create that thing by the joining of your male and female force, and you're like the father and the mother, you can give it a specific form and identity. But that's another video. So that's kind of what I had to say about, I have so much more to say. But this is like the intro to the Cast a Spell series, because it's really important that um, as practitioners, we have a clean sexuality, so we keep our waters pure. I want to talk about that also in another video, but I'll note it because I have a um, keep, it goes deeper than that. Okay, or okay, so and keep our waters pure. And the more we become conscious of our own magnetism, the more we attract stuff, and the more we have the power over the waves that surround us. Everything is particles and waves. Plus your sexual, the Taoists, they call it the Qing, when your sperm is not, and women can do that too. But, I'm a dude, my Mars in the first house in astrology, trine Jupiter in the fifth. So that's Mars in the house of Aries, Jupiter in the house of Leo, and my Mars is in Leo and my Jupiter in Sag. So like it gives me this sexuality, and this need to control the fire and bring it up to my head. So I think I don't know if I'm a good teacher yet because I'm still a noob, but like I know I'm on the right path, for my own skills. And I know like this shit would benefit men like I used to be really, I'm not gonna say a sucker because I'm not really, but like I used to be like you know, I couldn't last as long as I wanted, but just doing the exercises and learning like these basic principles, it gave me such a much neater and cooler view on sexuality, a much more powerful outlook on myself, and like it enables me to have confidence that I can go in battle with any strong woman in the bed. And this book by Mantak Chia is really good for that. So more mana, more will, more sex. Why not do it? I might do a video about the exercises and one about keeping our centers and the elements clean within us. I don't know if I'm there yet. Anyway, I hope you had a good one. Subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want.